Yo, what's good, YouTube? Adam, always been on here, back with another story time. And today's story time is a bit of a wild one. Anyway, this story time takes place, I'd say, 4 years ago now. And before I start the story time, I just want to shout out my friend Joseph for reminding me that this even happened because I completely forgot it had happened till yesterday, actually, till he reminded me. Anyways, it all starts when back then when I used to play baseball, when I was on a baseball team, and it was just like a normal day. It was around November, December, January, February, March time. I don't even remember. And it was like a Tuesday or Thursday, like right after school. Like it was a game right after school, and it was actually the first game of the season. And I remember I got to the baseball park where we play our game, and it was all like just a normal day. Like we just started playing catch, warming up before the game. It's just a normal game. We haven't even had our jerseys on yet. We just had the undershirt on, like you put under your jersey. Anyways, it was just a normal day. And then we get our jerseys, and then I get my number. I chose number 3 because that is my favorite number. Anyway, that's irrelevant to the story. But anyway, the game, it is before the game starts. And let me just say, the park that we played in was in not so good of an area. Let's just like it's in my city, but it's in like the more ghetto part of the city, I should say. It is like a less safe area. It's like you know what I mean. Things always happen there, and then we get done warming up, and then we get our jerseys. Then that's when we step into the dugout, and we walk in the dugout. We get our equipment ready, and we were actually taking the field for the first like part of the game. Anyway, we're in the dugout. We're just talking about the game. I'd assume because I don't really remember. Anyway, then a couple seconds later, you hear like people arguing, right? You hear fighting, you hear arguing, you hear all that. We just ignore it, and then a couple seconds later, you hear a big gunshot, and at that big gunshot, everyone like jumped. Everyone got kind of scared. And I remember, as soon as I heard the gunshot, the coaches were telling us to get down. Anyway, I went down, I hid under the dugout benches, and then the umpire, the guy who calls balls and strikes, if y'all don't know, the umpire, he tells them like get the fuck out, like y'all are not cool, and then I don't know. And then the thing that happened was, I guess a girl, because the people that were arguing, it was I think two boys and one girl, but the main people that like took like part in like what happened was a girl and a boy. The girl tried hitting the dude, and then the dude just shot. And then once he shot, I was hiding under the dugout benches, and then I got all scared, like low key. I'm not even gonna lie. I was crying. I was scared. I thought I was gonna die, cause that happened. I say 20 feet away from like the dugout, and we were like visible as fuck. Yeah, so like 5 minutes later, 5, 10 minutes later, the police arrived, investigating what happened, and my team and the other team coaches just decided, hey, let's resume the game. And then, mind you, I was pitching this game, so obviously I did not pitch that good. He took me out that first inning because I was throwing horrible pitches. I was throwing hella balls, walking batters. I got a couple strikeouts, I think. No, I did get a couple strikeouts. Wait, did it? Yeah, I got a couple strikeouts. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie. Even after that happened, I was still a little bit shooken up. I was shaking. I couldn't throw a pitch down the middle. And after that, I never wanted to return to baseball practice because we practiced at that park too. And after that, I remember I just didn't want to return back to practice or go to a game ever again because I was scared of dying. And you're probably wondering, did the police ever catch who shot the gun? Well, they did because a couple of days later there was like news articles about it, and it was actually on the news that there were shots fired at the park. Anyways, that that does it for the story time today. About the time there were shots fired at my baseball game. Anyways, more of the story is if you find yourself in a situation that I was in that is potentially life threatening, be safe. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Peace out.